Hold on. Yo! What's good? Dude. What's good, guys? I'm freaking orange, man. Look at me. Look at me. I'm legit orange. I've been in the sun way too long. I'm burnt. I look like Donnie Trump right now. Look at the orange man. Yo, what's good, guys? I got my new guys. Did you see? Hold on. See, I got my new merch on. Guys, wait. I got my new merch on. I got my new merch on. Oh wait, there it is. It's new. I got it today. I'm looking orange, guys. How am I looking? How you doing out there? Bro, it feels so good to be back. I feel like I'm back with my family. I had a good time on the vacation or the holiday, however you guys say it. But I found myself missing you guys and missing the stream and missing work. I have the best job in the world. I trade for a living. I get to do these streams. I get to hang out with each and every single one of you every single night. And I found myself wanting to just come back home faster because I needed to get back to the streams. The people need me here. The people need the Asian Session streams, and the people need the Ducky races. You gotta give them both. You gotta give them knowledge. You gotta give them high quality entertainment, and most of all, we're gonna focus on hopefully hitting an A+ trade tonight. I'm extremely blessed, extremely thankful to be here for another day, for another amazing stream. And yeah, the plan of attack is to run the Asia Session streams for the rest of the week because I feel like I owe it to you guys, and I am so ready to just be dialed in. I love work. I love being at my desk. I love doing these streams, and I love interacting with each and every one of you out there, and I missed you guys so much. So ignore me for looking extremely orange tonight. I was in the sun all weekend, and I got way too burnt. I was in the ocean. I was hanging out with the family, hanging out with Papa Gene. And yeah, I'm just ready to get after it and attack and get back to work, back to the grind, back into the mindset that I need to be, you know, dialed in all the time to be my best self and be locked in on the charts. And yeah, hopefully deliver some amazing content for you guys as well. And, you know, just execute our plan, execute our edge. And yeah, enjoy this Asia session. But first, guys, as you know, before we get into the streams, what do we have to do? You know, hold on, let me fix my hat here. It's all crooked. Before we get into the charts, please allow me to go over our beautiful sponsors today for the CF live stream. And guys, oh wait, hold on. Wait, are each and every one of you aware that the CF Discord is now active? The CF Discord is now active. So, what I was been keeping from you guys is now we have the Discord. I think one of the mods could drop the Discord in the. There we go. There's the Discord. The Discord is now live, and I am in there. So, say we're in a trade, right, guys, during Asia, and then we end the stream. I'll be in there. We'll be able to talk each other through it. So go there. It's totally free. I'm in there. Marco's in there. Riz is in there. A few other traders are in there, and yeah, I'll be active in there all the time when we're not on stream. And yeah, super exciting stuff. So if we catch a trade on stream and then we do end the stream, we can monitor it together in the Discord. So hell yeah, check the Discord out. Okay, now next, let's go into the sponsors of today's video because I have to hold on. Let me put on my sponsor voice here. Hold on. Okay, our first sponsor of today, one of my favorites, and one of the most underrated and undisputed heavyweight champions in the prop space and just trading in general. To make yourself a well-rounded, well-versed trader in the markets, TradeZella.com. Oh, 20% off code CF at TradeZella.com, right? And you can do your back testing, your journaling, all your data refinements, and then next, the best and most prestigious prop firm in the entire industry, granting me with a beautiful, beautiful merch. Code CF, 80% off at ApexTraderFunding.com, and it ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. 80% off. Apex Trader Funding, FanaticsTradingPlatform.com. Manage up to 20 accounts for an uncapped $1 million payout. ApexTraderFunding.com for all your financial needs as far as what you would be looking for in a futures prop firm. And then next on our list is Funded Next for the CFD space. Like I said, if they allowed U.S. traders to be granted with their, but guys, as you know, they give you 15%. 15% of your, say what you make in the challenge phase, they grant you that on your first payout. 15%. A well-established firm in the industry called CF at Funded Next for all your CFD needs. And next, we have the Market Journal. Get your free 5-minute weekly newsletter at the Market Journal. It passed. And the Prop Firm Trader to compare and contrast all your prop firms in the space, whether it be pricing, whether it be, what do you like, balance-based drawdown? You like equity-based drawdown? It's got everything. It's all in one cohesive platform. They have codes. They have all the prop firms that you want to compare and contrast at the easy task at your fingertips. And that should do it for the sponsors of CF today. How did I do? Get it while it's hot. It's shelling out like hotcakes. Anyway, okay, let's focus on the charts here. Wow. So, Papa Gene is currently out to dinner with Tay and Mama T, and I am at work. I said I won't be going to dinner with you guys tonight. I need to stream. I will be here on the stream. You guys go out to dinner tonight. You put it on the TG Capital credit card, and you guys go have fun. I will be here streaming, doing my due diligence as a trader to give you what you guys deserve. So Papa Gene is at dinner tonight. My mic is screwing up? Really? All right, so let's go over gold tonight, right? So, like I said, if you guys are active in the Discord, go check out the Discord. I was posting some of my analysis prior to coming onto the stream. So, if we're looking at the 4-hour chart, right? We're looking at H4. Daily is still what? Super bullish, but if we take a fib, right, from our most recent swing low. Hold on, let me get all this out of here for now. Okay. Let me take a fib from our swing low to our swing high. We are in a deep premium here, right? We have these two unmitigated daily fair value gaps here, right? Two unmitigated. Hold on, I think maybe my music is too loud. Ant's texting me. Is my music too loud? Check if cable is loose. How's my mic now, guys? Is it good? All right, so daily bias right now on gold, right? We have these two unmitigated, follow me here, chat. Follow me here. We have these two unmitigated daily fair value gaps, right? We're trading in a deep premium if we were to take a fib from this swing low to this swing high, right? How many fibs do I got here? 75? Okay, let's start over. From this swing low to this swing high, we're in premium. So we're not really, like, for us to take a long right now up here, it'd be kind of dangerous, right? Because we have not rebalanced this extremely big move that we made on the daily, right? 3 daily big green astronomical moved candles, in a row. So going into that, my bias is like, okay, we are kind of overextended right now. Even if we did want to go higher, right? We really need to come back down, maybe mitigate some, even if it's just this fair value gap, and to come back into equilibrium. Notice how this, guys, watch this. From this swing low, right? And this is the power, watch. From this swing low to this swing high, right? Look at how that lines up perfectly to the 50% of that fair value gap in that swing, in that leg of this leg right here, this distribution leg, right? Notice how the 50% of that fair value gap is the perfect spot between the 50% on our fib. It literally lines up identical to the 50% of the daily fair value gap right there. Are you guys seeing that? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? So Can you make a fib ticker? Yeah, so instead of, actually, I don't really use, it's not, well, it is a fib, but it's not. I just use a GAN box, but you can do it with a fib too. Look, I'll show you guys. I'll walk you through it. All right, let's do, we'll go here. We'll go to, hold on. We'll go to fib retracement, right? We'll do it together. So you go here. You could do 0, 1. First of all, you don't need the trend line. You do this, gray, and then this also gray, right? I only keep the 50%. So I just kind of want to see the 50%. That's what I use. And this is how you would do your fib. So you come to fib retracement, right? You take off everything else besides Ant's still texting me here. So I'm doing something wrong. I'm getting yelled at. Hold on, guys. I'm getting yelled at. Oh, it's good. It's good. Okay. So this is what I have my fib settings on. I keep the prices on, the levels, the text. I remove all this other nonsense. Trend line, take off. So I use 0. I have that as gray. 1 I have as gray. And then 50% I have as green. You could do whatever colors you want. And then you could just label it. You could just do like this. Look, let me show you. And you can just label it, save as, 50% fib. Oh, 50% fib. And then you got that, right? So let's get rid of this. And if you notice, right, now we take our fib. We go here. Fib retracement. Boom, from high to low, right? Now we draw on our daily fair value gap. Would you look at that? A direct hit. 50% of the fair value gap also aligns with 50% of this dealing range here, from the swing high to the swing low. Now, if you know anything above 50%, according to ICT, you're trading at a premium. So what that means in a simplistic way is that if you were looking for longs, right? Longing up here above the 50% of this dealing range would be more, it would be a less probable setup and a higher chance of the setup failing. Why? Because you have not rebalanced the move that already occurred. So it's like, essentially, it's like, there's a rocket ship, and then you already hit all-time highs, and then you're not waiting for the right time for the rocket to come back down and refuel before going higher. You're essentially on empty right now, or you're very close to E, and you're hoping and praying for the best to go even higher. Now, could it work out? Of course. But as traders, we want to put ourselves in the most highly probable situations, right? So we want to get into A-plus quality positions. So, knowing that I kind of want to see us, from the daily, our bias is still bullish, right? But on a bigger macro, we would like to see this price come down lower before, looking for a potential long opportunity. That's not to say that longs can't be greater on a smaller time frame, but as you guys know, we're going to be focused on the 15-minute, correlating it with the 4-hour and the daily, right? So now we come down to the 4-hour. What happened here on the 4-hour, right? We closed below the 50% of this 4-hour fair value gap. Now, once you close below 50% of a fair value gap, to me, that fair value gap is no longer valid. It's not going to be as substantial. To me, this is almost as good as an inversion, because once the 50% is closed below, now you're like, okay, the fair value gap has been disrespected. We have not respected consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. So now we have that, right? It's 8:09. Let's go into the 15-minute, right? We're inside of a 15-minute fair value gap right now, right? We have this consolidation, right? We're wicking through it. We have this one swing high created, right? We have another swing high created inside this fair value gap. This kind of was a draw on liquidity. We took this liquidity out in a 15-minute. We're inside of this 15-minute fair value gap. Now, can we get an A-plus setup here to short, right? And where could be our short targets? We're looking to what? Come back down to equilibrium. So that's kind of where the narrative is on the night. No, Shahid, when you're looking for longs, you want to buy in discount and you want to sell in premium. You look good, brother. A lot of sun on your face. Tyler, bro, is it possible at all for you to trade the London session? Bro, it's pretty hard for me, considering it's 2 or 3 in the morning here and Taylor's sleeping, and it's just difficult, man, for me to wake up at that time. Listen, I traded London session. You guys got to remember this. I traded London session because I had to, guys. You have to understand this. I did everything it took because I was working in the elevator union at the time, and I couldn't make excuses for myself. If you have a job, okay, let me go on a little bit of a rant, and I'll answer more questions as we're waiting, right? So we got our narrative, we got our bias. I explained it on the higher time frame. We're just simply waiting for a setup here on the 15-minute, right? So as we wait, let me just, go on a little bit of a rant here. So as you guys know, is that when I was in the elevator union, I had no choice. I had to trade London session. Why? Because that was my only opportunity to trade. I had to wake up earlier, and I had to trade before I went into work for the day. I was in the elevator shaft, right? Papa Gene's my boss. I can't be getting yelled at. So I did everything in my power. I go, Tyler, you cannot make excuses. You can make this work. You just got to find a model that works. And that's why I really tailored myself around London session. Oh, excuse me. It's because I needed to get up early to go to work. So I would trade, I'd wake up at 2, 3 in the morning and trade before my alarm hit to wake up to go into work for elevators. My alarm would wake me up at around 3:50, 4 o'clock. And then I'd have to get my boots on and all that and drive. And, I'd be in the field at, 6 o'clock in the morning with the tools in my hand. So it's like, for me now, since I migrated more towards futures, I haven't been trading London session as much. I've really been focusing on this Asia session, and I also been focusing more on the 4-hour. So when I'm trading CFDs, yes, I am still trading my Trident setup, but the daily has to align, right? So if you check a lot of the CFD pairs, the daily has been very, very choppy. But mostly the trades I'm looking for the Trident patterns right now are on Nasdaq and gold, because we're distributing higher on the daily. The daily's in a strong trending environment. So basically, my Trident patterns need to align with the daily time frame. Was Papa Gene actually your boss? Yeah, Papa Gene was actually my boss. He was my supervisor. So Papa Gene was working in the field at the time. He was working in the field, probably 10 years ago, right? And he was a mechanic in the elevator union. He would work on hydraulic elevators. Basically, they run off of oil, right? They run off of a hydraulic pump. And the elevator goes up and down. And that was his specialty. He would work on hydros, they were called. So he eventually, stopped working in the field. It takes a toll on your body, man, that job. It's tough. It's hard work. Those rails are heavy. Putting in those jacks, they put in these pistons and these jacks for the rails to go up. These things are hundreds and hundreds of pounds, man, hundreds. So it beats your body up. Papa Gene eventually got a supervisor position. And then, once me and Tay started living together, he got me the job in the elevator union. And, he was my supervisor. And I told him I was quitting. I told him that was it. I'm going to trade full time. And that's where we are now. Sir, what is a draw on liquidity? Awesome question. Sahid, a draw on liquidity is essentially, so basically previous daily highs, previous daily lows, session highs, session lows, and data candle highs and lows. So what a data candle would be is, all right, before I go into this, do all of you guys know what a data candle is? So basically, are you familiar with what data wicks are? So everyone in the chat right now, while we're waiting for a trade, can you guys let me know? Because if you don't, I'll go into detail on it, and we could do kind of like a learning session along with looking for a trade entry tonight. So are any of you familiar with what a data wick is? So if you aren't, let me know, and I'll explain it in further detail. And then we could further talk about draws on liquidity. No. Okay, yeah, so let me know. I'll wait for a few more answers. Kinda, yeah, no. Okay, awesome. All right, so this is going to be very, very beneficial to you, all right? Let's go. Let's go through like an older setup here. All right, so typically what a data candle will be is, I think we can go, let's go into a older setup here. I think we can find it on Nasdaq, right? Let's go to 8:30. Let's go to that NVIDIA news. Okay, right here. Okay, so, right? So this is going to be a data candle. This was This was August 27th. This is when the Nvidia earnings came out, okay? Now, this will typically work. This will work on high volatility news, right? So you'll want to use 8:30 news like CPI, NFP, unemployment, PPI, earnings from, the big players, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla. So typically you're going to get a big candle. Now, you could utilize this on the 1 minute candle, but I utilize it on the 15. As you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of going to the 1 minute anymore, but this, right? When this candle closes, the first 15 minutes of that news, when it comes out, you're going to see extremely volatile price action, right? So what's going to happen is it's going to put in a high and a low, right? And typically it'll be a big wick, right? Because it'll either have an extremely volatile move to the upside, and then it'll have a volatile move to the downside. Now, what a draw on liquidity would be, right, guys, is that this low and this high now is going to be a magnet for price. Why? It's going to act as strong. I'm telling you, even stronger than previous day high and previous day low. There's going to be a lot of resting orders here. There's a lot of orders that are going to be here, right? Like it probably stopped a ton of people out, and there's a lot of resting orders at these wicks, right? Essentially, these big wicks also on smaller time frames are fair value gaps. So the price is going to be drawn to it like a magnet. So typically, when I get, I'll trade 8:30 news, and then if I see a big data candle, I would typically either like to take a trade towards it, right? If you get a big data candle and then you get an inversion play, that a strong draw on liquidity for that session would be the data candle low or the data candle high. And now if you back test, right, or even forward test on the next 8:30 news, and you see a big candle like that, if you want to do it on the 1 minute or the 15 minute, and just monitor and forward test it, typically one side of this liquidity will be taken during that session because it is such a strong magnet for price to be attracted to. It's going to go and want to rebalance everything that just went on in that extremely volatile news event. Correct. It's going to manipulate one side, right, to draw in buyers and draw in sellers, and everyone's going to be, it's going to tag orders in here. It's going to stop people out. It's going to tag orders in here and stop people out. And then when it calms down and prices now, it's like, okay, I got that out of my system, right? When you're in a big rage and you're like, I need to get it out, right? And you're fucking pissed and you're like, I just need to go ballistic. That's what this candlestick did. And then you get a level head, and then price is like, okay, now I could deliver again, and I could work like a true gentleman. And then now that's when you want to get involved and be like, okay, this could be a good target for me. So a draw on liquidity, to whoever asked, I forgot specifically who asked, is that it's basically a place where typically it'll be a previous day high or low. Asia session high, Asia session low, London session high, London session low, New York session high, high and low. And it's basically it's a strong draw for price to be attracted to. There'll be a lot of stop orders there, a lot of limit orders there. So it's just a price where price will really be drawn and attracted to. Of course I'm taking trades live. Of course, I'm just waiting right now. Is there any manipulation in this area? What do you mean? Do you mean inside of the data wick? So you would typically want to wait until this candle finishes forming. Typically, some people will do it after the first 1 minute candle, but I find that price needs about 10 to 15 minutes to calm down after that news comes out. And it's going to be really crazy for 10 minutes. I would say that, listen, for me personally, I think that every trader should be utilizing the higher time frame. As far as even just building a bias, you need to have some sort of higher time frame narrative. You have to. It's crucial. Let's go back to gold. All right, let's see. We got this 15-minute fair value gap potentially forming here, right? Let's just see. Right now, we're just chilling. We're waiting for this candle to form, right? As you guys know, I like to wait for at least this 8 to 8:15 candle to fully form and be done. But it looks like we're potentially going to be forming our first presented fair value gap during Asia session. And let's just see how price reacts to it. And we'll go from there. Like I said, we are going to... we react. We don't predict. So we let the market show its hand. and we will act accordingly to what the market shows us. We're not going to go and predict what's going to happen. We're just going to react after the market now shows us what it wants to do. So essentially, we're just playing out this 15-minute candle right now. We're going to see if we get this fair value gap. And then, yeah, we're inside this 15-minute fair value gap right now. We took this draw on liquidity here to these relative equal highs, right? Inside a fair value gap, 15-minute. And we're drawing lower. As you can see, we just closed below this 15-minute fair value gap right here as well. And this is it's looking like it wants to draw lower. But like I said, we need the entry model, right? We're not just going to go blindly take a trade because this isn't part of our edge. I'm just going off of what I'm seeing right now. You know, the 4-hour kind of closed below the 50%. The daily is very overextended. You know, we're not in equilibrium. The 15-minute, right? We are inside this 15-minute fair value gap. We swept these highs. We closed below this 15-minute fair value gap, disrespecting it. And, yeah, we're just going to see if we can get an entry model and go from there. 4-hour chart changed my life, Miss Lorena. Yeah, heck yeah. It's freaking awesome. Tyler, what win rate are you happy with monthly for your trading style? So when my setups like this, when I get an A+ setup and I'm waiting, because as you guys know, the first 2 trades that I took were higher risk trades. They weren't fully A+ positions. When I get my A+ trade, and guys, like I said, it requires me to wait, right? My win rate is 85-90%. It's very high. Because I simply sit here and I wait for the trade to literally be like, take this. Please, Tyler, take this trade. So my win rate is very, very high. But like I said, does it happen as often as other trades? No, it's not going to. When you have a higher win rate with a higher RR, you are not going to be trading as often. You're not. I'm sorry. You don't get everything, right? If you're a scalper, right, you may only hit 1-to-1s or negative RRs. You may get a trade every single day. Your win rate may be 95%, right? But the turnoff with that is that, yes, you may be trading every single day, but your targets are smaller. Do you understand? You don't get everything. You don't get everything. So if you want a higher win rate and a higher RR, you're not going to be trading as frequently. And for me as a trader personally, and for my psychology, I would rather sit out, right, and not take a trade than lose on a more risk. Like, say I could win, like, if my win rate drops off, right, and it goes to like 75%, the fact that I'm taking more losers, it does hinder me mentally. So I would be more susceptible to making a mistake. So I'd rather just sit out and win more. And like I said, that's just me. I do what works for me. I do what works and what got me here in my career so far. And that's what yielded me the best results. So that's what I stick to. You know, I'm a very, very simple guy. Trading less is trading more for me now, and I really love it and I enjoy it. And yeah. Tyler, how are we? I'm long on gold in 1 hour and in CFD. I know it's wrong. I did not check the daily before taking it. It's a small quantity. Let's see. Yeah, bro. Bro, I'm gonna sell on NAS on the 4-hour inversion. Can you confirm if I saw it correctly? Okay, let's see. Let's go to Nasdaq. Okay, so you are... Okay, so you're short, I'm assuming, off of this 4-hour... Bro, I'm going to sell on NAS on the 4-hour inversion. Can you confirm if I saw this correctly? Okay. So, I'm assuming that you are in this inversion play here off the 4-hour, right? Now... I think that what's going to probably occur here is that, let's see the daily. I mean, yeah, it's still very, very bullish. I mean, so we inverted here, right? You really want to see price come and respect this fair value gap, right? I think that since we are right now, Nasdaq, that you are in a discount. So if you shorted here, right? You're in a discount right now. So what probably potentially is going to happen is you're going to draw up into this fair value gap. It could, you have to see how it reacts to this fair value gap here. It could mess around up here and wick up, and then it could move down, right? So what price is probably going to want to do is come up, test the 50% of this fair value gap, mess around inside here, right? Inside this inversion. This is what an inversion is, right? It's a fair value gap that got disrespected. That's all an inversion is, right? It's a fair value gap that got closed below. That's an inversion. Essentially a disrespected fair value gap. That makes sense. So what I'm currently seeing is that I think that on the 4 hour, we could come up in here, mess around in this area, maybe come and test this fair value gap, come and test this inversion, and then eventually come and make our way down to come and rebalance price, right? Because Nasdaq's been on an astronomical run as well. You know? So this is equilibrium here. Happens to be inside this daily fair value gap. But like I said, it could keep rallying. You just got to go and understand what price is going to give you. Right now, there's no trade on this for me personally. There's nothing here. It's just kind of, you got to wait for it to show its hand more. You know, if I really wanted to see an an A+ inversion for me would have been something like this, right? It would have had to be something like this. This would be an A+ inversion, right? You sweep a high, and then immediately after you sweep the high, right? After you sweep the high and you leave the fair value gap. Wait, hold on, let me move this down. After you sweep the high and you leave the fair value gap, the candle right after you sweep the high, right? Right after, has to immediately close below the fair value gap. And it has to be a strong bearish candle. Notice, we sweep this high, right? And immediately the next 4 hour candle, it's like after the sweep, we took the liquidity. Now we immediately disrespected the fair value gap. Immediate. It has to be the next candle. It can't fuck around like this. Watch. Notice the difference between this, right? Look, sweep the high, immediately close below. Immediate. The next candle. Look at this. Here. Look, 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 look. Sweep the high, fuck around a little, fucking around. Look at it. This is called the fuck around. And then it takes 2 candles to break it. No good. No good. No. Bad. You wait. This is not an A+ trade. You wait. Why? Notice the difference. I'll show you another one. Ready? Here's another one. There's another one here. Hold on. Here you go. Ready? Look, 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 look. Ready? Sweep the high. Notice this. Guys, take notes on this. Let's take notes. This is quality shit. All right? We sweep the high. Immediately the candle after you sweep the high. Big bearish candle inversion. It's not fucking around. It's telling you, yo, I'm going down, bro. I'm telling you. I'm letting you know right now. Watch. I'm sweeping this high. I'm closing back in the range. Bro, I'm going down. Watch. Next candle. Immediately closes below it. Immediately. Big bearish candle. It's saying, yo, it's fucking time to go down. I'm telling you now. You're going to miss the trade. I'm telling you. It cannot be like, oh, 3 or 4 candles. Fuck no. It's got to happen right away. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Hold on. I got to turn the AC on, guys. I'm sweating my balls off. Hold on. Does everybody understand the difference of what just happened? Does everybody understand the difference of that? I had to curse because you guys need to understand. This is an immediate reaction after you sweep the high. Immediate reaction. Look, sweep, close bearish inside the range. Immediate candle. Look at it. Immediate. Next one. I'm not fucking around. Watch. It's saying NQ. Your time's up, pal. Time's over. It's time to go down. And now what happens? This is what I typically do. After the inversion, right? I do not enter straight away off after the inversion. I wait for one more candle. I wait for one more candle to close and let me know. Okay, it's go time. Okay, it's go time. Right? It's go time. Now, I close below. I want to wait for one more candle just to make sure that it's not a fake out. Right? I wait for one more candle. You could... This is where it comes down to you. You could either enter, right? Here, stops above the fair value gap. Right? This ran for over a 1 to 50. But if you want a real tight entry, just set the limit on the fair value gap. And where did this run to? Bye-bye. See ya. Oh, no. I catch some of the biggest trades that anyone has ever seen. I'll tell you right now. I am taking the crown. I'm taking the crown. And I'm telling you right now that I probably catch some of the biggest trades in the trading industry. A lot of people trade, you know, smaller scalping positions. I catch huge fucking trades. Huge. I am the king of big trades. Right? I have one of the biggest trades ever in the history of a prop firm. Right? The trade would have ran for over $100,000, but I pulled it early because I didn't think that they were going to pay me at the time. Because it was my first payout with them. Right? And I pulled the trade early. I was up like 65K, and I was like, yo, screw it. I got to pull this because I don't know if I'm going to get my money. But the trade would have ran for over 100 grand. Easily, without a doubt. Easily. It was one of my biggest trades ever. Okay, let's take a look at gold. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat here. And let's take a look at gold. What are you guys saying here? Tyler, you have been giving sauce out here, and I'm afraid they're gonna see this and the market makers will change everything. Nah, they won't. Whatever it takes to remember all this stuff. So do you not trade when it's sweeping the high? If it doesn't turn around, there's no trade, bro. That's it. Very simple. They don't need to. The markets are trimmed to fuck in since the beginning. Check out the last short. The gentleman proves me right. But wait, did you set the limit after the closing expecting retracement? Do you only trade gold? Promise, in Asia session, yes, I only trade gold. Does your strat work well on BTC? Yes, it does. What account size was that? Are you talking about when I hit my biggest trade? It was on a 300K account. No, it was on a 200K account. It was on a 200K account, and I made $51,000. So 25% on one trade. It was the one of the biggest trades I've ever taken. Hey brother, you should clip those parts of your live that you give specific knowledge and make it its own video. John, that's actually a great idea, bro. Did they pay you? Of course they paid me. Of course they paid me. They paid me with no issues whatsoever. At all. None. Not a single problem. I got every dime. I did close to almost $100,000 with that prop firm. I just did a little bit. For gold tonight would be want to sweep of all time. So the 4-hour strategy has no time frame. Correct, Kuda. Correct. Correct. Right now we're just waiting. This is kind of, we're in a chop zone. We're probably coming up into this 15-minute fair value gap here, right? Gonna mess around, see what's going on in there. And we're just waiting. We're simply waiting, guys. We're waiting. We're waiting for an A+ entry. That's all you can do. All you can do is wait. Yo, guys, like the stream. It's my first stream back. I'm extremely excited to be here. Extremely blessed to be here. We're gonna be doing some giveaways later. I obviously listen. It wouldn't be a stream if I wasn't doing the Ducky race later. So we will be doing a Ducky race later. Hopefully, we can catch a nice trade tonight. We are currently. I took two. My first gold trade. So the two trades that I did take on the stream, guys, they weren't like A+ positions. So they were higher risk trades. So I think I even have them. We can go over them. So okay, this was the first one, right? This was the first one. So this trade, when we took it, right? When we took it, I said, I'm going to take this trade. I risked, I think, $200 on it. First of all, we never swept this high. We had the inversion, but we didn't sweep the high. So that's immediately, I would have never taken that with large size. This was already out. So I took like a short little, I took a chance on it. It was $200. I was like, if I lose it, I don't care. So that was the first loss we took, right? And then what was the second loss we took? Right here, right? Here was another one, right? And then this was the other trade we took. There was no top wick. First of all, if there's no top wick, you do not trade. You don't care about the sweep. And then second of all, the sweep didn't close back in the range. It closed above the high. So this was already invalidated. But once again, I took a really low risk trade. I think I risked $300 on this trade. I was like, all right, if it stops me out, whatever. My stops were above. And then I was up like, I think $1,100 here, but I fell asleep. And then, oh, I got stopped break even on this trade. So I took one loss and one break even. But we haven't gotten an A++ model yet, you know? So I think I'm not going to even entertain these like stupid little like one-off, oh, let me just take a risk on it, because it's just like dumb. It's not part of our model. I'd rather just not trade at all and then go from there. You know what I mean? It's like not even worth it. I'm waiting for the Ducky race. We're going to do the Ducky race. How about we catch a nice trade tonight? Let's catch a nice trade. Let's catch a beautiful, beautiful trade tonight. And we'll go from there. I'm just checking my phone. 6 months. Count them. 6 months. Trades, Ella. My most profitable day? My most profitable day was I made $120,000 on my Apex accounts in one day. That was like my craziest day ever. I think I made $6,000 on each one of my 50K accounts, right? I had 20 50K accounts with Apex, and I made $6,000 in one day. I made 120 G's in one day. Yeah, it was fucking nuts, dude. It was a crazy day. That was like I guess that was my biggest trade of all time, like singular trade. But I had the leverage between all the accounts. But my best trade of all time was that swing trade. And I plan on beating it. I plan on beating it because I've adapted a few new models where I catch like some astronomical swing trades, dude. And I want to do like a 6-figure trade in one shot. Like, I think I could do it. You know, so I have, like, if you guys know that FTMO opened their doors to US traders, and you guys know I love swing trading. So I plan on doing like a huge mega swing trade on that platform. If I could trade with Fund Next, I would, obviously, right? I would go for a mega swing with them, but they haven't opened their doors to US traders just yet, and hopefully in the future they will. But yeah, that's like one of my big plans, is that I'm gonna go for like a legit 100K payout on a swing with FTMO. Will you say, cabs are here? The cabs are here. There you go, bro. Good to be back with you live in Asia session. Yeah, I had 20 50K accounts, guys. If you guys didn't know part of my story, I did close to $100,000 on my first PA attempts with Apex. My first round of 20, I did close to 100 grand in payouts, and then somebody hacked my accounts, right? Some guy got into all of my shit, made a fake AI image of me, and I was out of my accounts for around 3 weeks, right? While they were figuring out what the hell was going on. And I was like, once I got those accounts back, man, I was an emotional mess, right? I took one bad trade. And this is what I tell you, is that risk management is so key, and your mindset is so important, is because I was out of those accounts for 3 weeks while they were figuring out what was going on. Some guy from the United Kingdom went in, changed all my payout information around, and he was trying to withdraw my payouts on my Apex accounts. And you know, I had some of the best support ever there from a woman named Marion in the fraud department. She personally called me on the weekend, and she got my accounts back and rolling. But I was still like, it was a tough weekend for me, guys, because I was like an emotional wreck. You know, this guy went into he was like doxing my family. He put my family's address on Twitter. He put like my parents' address on Twitter. He tried to steal $56,000 from me from a CFD firm, and then he tried to withdraw payouts from me from Apex, and I was just a mess, man. Like, for like the whole weekend, I was talking to people, trying to like get my head right. I was just destroyed. I was like, I had $500,000 in those Apex accounts, man, and I was just like a mess. And I came back to the charts when I got the accounts back, and I wasn't ready mentally. I wasn't like over that. I was like, yo, because that's like some of the slimiest thing a person can do, is go and try and steal shit that I earned. That's my fucking money. You're gonna go and try and steal that shit from me? You're out of your mind, dude. You're lucky I don't come to the fucking United Kingdom and find you. For real. And I took a screenshot of this fucker's address, and he's lucky I didn't fly there and come give him a fucking beating. Because that was like, he destroyed me mentally, that kid, man. He really did. He fucking annihilated me. And I got those accounts back, and I took one bad trade, and I got so beyond tilted, man. I was so tilted that I destroyed those accounts in 2 days. I destroyed them. I was on a fucking rampage. I was pissed off. I was mad at this kid. I was mad at the charts, and I fucking nuked the accounts, man. I blew them. I had $500,000 in them, and they were gone. So, yeah, man, it was bad. It was bad. So that's kind of why they implemented the two-factor. It was after all that shit went on. And yeah, it's just, and it just goes to show you, man, that like I'm an open book. I tell you guys that your mentality is everything. I put in weeks and months of hard work into those accounts, and it took it took 2 bad days and they were gone. 2 bad days, gone. Those accounts were gone, man. And that's why I tell you, and I'm so adamant on it, is that your mindset is so incredibly crucial, right? Because it only takes 1 bad day to just ruin all the progress that you guys just had. And it sucked, man. It sucked to see those accounts go. It was gut-wrenching to me because I wanted to do the 1 million on my first ever PA attempts. But yeah. Please say gym tan laundry. How about I say fist pump, push up, chapstick? Fist pumps, push up, chapstick. Fist pumps, push up, chapstick. Gym tan laundry. Guys, I know I look like the orange man right now, all right? Just leave me the hell alone, okay? Leave me alone. I look like the orange man. Yeah, Dean, I actually have my 300K accounts with Apex right now. So I'm working on getting an astronomical payout with those. I've been taking it very, very slow, and I'm working on my first payout on my 300K accounts. I only have 10 300Ks. And you know what? I only went with 10 because it was just a little bit easier for me to manage, and I actually have them on 2 different platforms. So I have some on Tradeovate, and I have some on my RTrader Pro. So I just keep them. I keep 5 and 5 separate. So that's kind of where I'm at. So yeah, I'm going for the. Mark my words, guys. I'm gonna be the next $1 million payout with Apex. I am. Me personally. Me, TG Capital will be the next $1 million payout with Apex. I'm telling you right now. I wrote it in my book, guys. I actually right. Yo, okay. So I put this on my phone, right? If you believe in manifestation, right? I put this on my phone because I believe in the power of this that much. And my biggest goal right now is to get $1 million payout with Apex. And this is what my background is on my phone. I look at this every single day, and I edited it, right? I edited it from another I think another trader got $1 million payout. And I just, instead of putting his name there, I put my name, and I wanted to just see, and if you physically see it, like, look, I wrote, it's like a $1.5 million payout, and I crossed his name out, and I just wrote my name in there, because if you see your name, right, I see my name on this, right, it says Tyler, $1.5 million. Now, this is already in reality. It's in the universe. I already told myself I'm going to get $1 million payout. Every single day I fucking look at this phone and I say, Tyler, one day you're going to have a $1.5 million payout with Apex. And I'm going to get it. 100%. There's no way that I'm not. I've done everything that I put my mind to. I wrote everything on a whiteboard, right? I took screenshots, and I used to screenshot like other payouts, right? And I would keep it in my journal. And I would cross their name out, and I would write my name on it. Because I was like, one day I'm going to have this big payout, right? One day I'm going to have this. And it was the same thing for all those. And then I eventually started getting big payouts. And now I wrote my name on this big Apex payout. And I said, Tyler, you're going to have the next $1 million payout with Apex. And I see it every single day. I wake up, it's my background on my phone, and it's just motivation for me. Every single day I'm going to go and I'm going to work towards this $1 million payout. And this is how... I'm telling you guys, this is the power of your mind, man. This shit is so strong. I changed my whole life by doing shit like this. I really did. You get this and eat something so stupid and simple as that, like, right? Even if you know, you're like, all right, I'm nowhere near a $1 million payout. You don't tell yourself that, ever. Even if you're as a trader, right, and you're not where you want to be, you don't ever mentally tell yourself you're not ready for $1 million payout. Every single one of you watching this right now, you're ready for $1 million payout. Your mind has to be ready for it, and then it will reflect on the charts. So I tell myself every day, Tyler, this is my next payout with Apex. $1.5 million. $1 million. And watch, we're going to come back to this. There's going to be a clip of this shit, right? Remember, whoever's clipping this CF shit, I'm telling you right now, watch. There's going to be $1 million payout with my fucking name on it from Apex. And we're going to come back to this, and you're going to remember I said this, because I've done every single thing that I've said. Everything. And Taylor can attest to it. My family can. Everything that I put my mind to and I put my words behind, I've done it. And I will do it. Cabs are here. No, I'm not in the trade right now. I'm just watching. You are. Every single one of you out there watching right now, every single one of you that's struggling, even if you're not struggling, every single one of you is a profitable trader, right? You execute a flawless system. You have to tell yourself this in your mind. You have to also be accountable for your actions, but every single day you have to use positive words of affirmation. Guys, hold on. Let me show you this. Okay? I wrote every single day. If you aren't familiar with this, I'm gonna pull it up for you guys because this is some powerful shit. All right. While we're waiting for a trade, okay, guys, we're waiting for a trade. So can we just talk? I know you guys get upset at me, but we're waiting. We're waiting for an entry. So let's just talk right now, okay? This is okay. If you guys aren't familiar. Right here. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up. Ready? Give me 1 sec. I gotta change the screen here. Are you guys familiar with this? I did this every single day. 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night. I wrote, I'm a multi-million-dollar funded trader. I wrote, and then I would write that one day, and then the next day I write, I'm a multi-millionaire trader. 3 times in the morning, 6 times at night, 9 times in the afternoon. I wrote it in my journal every single day for a year. Every day. I did not miss a day. I did not miss a time. I did it every single day. Or I'm a multi-millionaire funded trader. I'm a multi-millionaire funded trader. I'm a multi-millionaire funded trader. And I would fucking write it in this book, right? I'd write it in this journal 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night. And I'm telling you guys, when you write shit down and you tell yourself, there's no way, there's no possible way that this isn't going to happen, all your goals and your dreams can be accomplished. You obviously have to put the work in. It's not magic, but I promise you guys, I've done this shit, and the power of your mind is astronomical. It's astronomical. It's insane. So that's something that I really did, and I had the whiteboard, as you guys know. I was really into this shit, man. Like and here we go. It's not gonna work, right? Hold on, I gotta do this. Give me a sec. That'll work now. Okay. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, yeah. And let me see if I could show you some shit. Yeah, man, I told you, I wrote shit like this in my journal. Like all, you can't see it. I wish you could see it. Damn. But yeah. It's wild, bro, to just look at it. But yeah, you got to do stuff like this, man. It's crazy to see it, like when you look back on it, because this wasn't even a year ago. This was like 6-7 months ago that I was doing this shit. Hell yeah, guys. Yeah, try it. Let me see what you guys are saying. Tyler, how many A+ setups do you take? Let me go from the top and make sure I answer all your guys' questions. I don't want to miss any of your questions here. Tyler, I'm not in a trade. I tell my... And you will still be cool when you do it. Your first payout. My first big payout was $20,000. Neville Goddard. Hell, yo, I used to watch so much Neville Goddard. Love listening to Tyler before going to bed. Francisco, appreciate you, my brother. Yeah, manifestations, everything. How do you journalize your trades? I use TradeZella, and I use also a handwritten journal. Sorry, guys, I'm just scrolling up. I don't want to miss any of your questions. Tyler, how many A+? Okay, so my A+ setups, it depends on the month. It depends on the market conditions, right? I wish I could tell you, like, okay, so some months, obviously Q4 for me, so like October, November, December is probably some of my strongest months. And yeah, the summer months obviously a little bit slower, but I still get some good plays. Sometimes I'll get 5 plays. Sometimes I'll get 6 entries in a month. Sometimes I'll only get 3. Sometimes I'll get 4. Sometimes I'll get 5. It depends on the month. And I'm okay with waiting, right? That's the difference with me is I'll sit here and I'll wait. I don't care, right? I have multiple models I utilize. So if I'm not getting a trade on the 15-minute, right? Maybe I'll get a trade on the 4-hour and it'll make up for it. I'm just not hyper scalping on the 1-minute, right? I can't. And some of you guys may say, oh, but how am I going to trade that and pass my, it's like, oh, I have to take a trade every single day, And you know what? I may not be everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. It's just I had the hardest time trading the lower time frames, right? And I didn't see a whole lot of success trading the lower time frames. So I feel like I do bring something different to the streaming space, is because like everyone and their mom is streaming and trading the 1 or the 5-minute chart. How many streamers are streaming and showing you the 4-hour and the 15-minute? It's like I pride myself in being like totally different. And if you value that, then I'm glad you're here, because the way I trade is drastically different than how other people trade in the space. And I stick with what works for me. So trading the higher time frames, although I'm not trading as frequently, my trading setups are more accurate, right? My win rate is higher and my stress levels are a lot lower. That's what's also is crucial for me, is that this is a rather stress-free type of trading, waiting 15 minutes for each candle to print. I can't be neurotic like this on the one. It's like, I can't, man. It drives me nuts. There's too much going on. This is overstimulating me. It's like just looking at it, and I've been doing this for 6 years, and it's overstimulating me. There's too much going on for me right now. This is much more. It's like, okay, I'm only looking at a few candlesticks, right? I'm not looking at every single minute, not looking at 30 seconds. Less is more. You take only 6 trades a month? Yeah, it depends. It depends. What else are you guys saying? You only take 6 trades a month? Yeah, it totally depends. Depends on the market conditions. And that's just for this particular model, I'm not trading every single day. Guys, there has been times where I didn't trade for over a week. And you got to be okay with that. All right, to the streamers out there, there's not going to be an A+ position every single fucking day you come to the market. There's no way, dude. Okay, did you see the market? Did you see the market today? Did you see price action today on the 1-minute chart? It was atrocious. It was straight barcode garbage. If you got to be able to sit days out like that, right? There is no possible way, right? A streamer's going to come on here and tell me and look at me in the face, right? I don't care who the fuck it is. They're not going to look at me in the eyes and be like, every single day I come to the market and there's an A+ setup for me to take. Bullshit! You're lying, dude. You're lying. You're fucking lying. You're not telling the truth. There's no possible way that you're coming to the market every single day and you're getting an A+ position to take. No chance. There's no way. I don't care who says it. I do not care. Who else is in here? I love your trading style, Tyler. Appreciate you. So how much you risk, sir, on your setups to pass evals? I'll go a little bit heavier. If I get an A+ setup, I will typically, and it's a 1-day pass, I'll try and pass in 1 to 2 trades. New shirts look good. Oh, Bella's in here, guys. Bella's in here. Everyone say hi to Bella. She sent me all these beautiful shirts, right? All this new merch that I got. Bella's in the chat. Shout out, Bella. We love you. We love Apex. And yeah, everyone say hi to Bella. I mean, I just call it as I see it, guys. There's no possible way you're getting into the market every day and you're getting an A++ entry that it's like, this is it. No. And I just think it's like it's a horrible way for, you see these streamers like, dude, they're glorifying a lot of stuff, man. A lot. And you're not seeing any of the negatives, really, right? You're not. They're glorifying their trades that they win, and then it's like when the losers come, and think about it, when they hit their losers are real big. It's never a consistent thing. Like, oh, they're taking a big loss. Big. What are your main time frames used and how do you use them? Okay, my main time frames I use are the 4-hour, the daily, and the 15-minute. So, like I said, all right, for the people that are new here, okay, let's make this very, very simple. For the people that are newer here, right? Do you need me to go over the 15-minute setup that we are looking for tonight? Do you need me to go? Do you guys know the setup that we're looking for tonight currently on the 15-minute? Would you guys like me to go over that? If anybody's newer here or still doesn't understand what we are looking for tonight, because obviously I want to teach you guys instead of you guys just try and like copy whatever I'm doing. I want you guys to learn. So do you understand what we are looking for tonight? If you guys would like me to go over the setup of what we are looking for tonight in particular, please say yes in the chat right now and we'll go over it. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of yeses. Okay, awesome. All right. Because like I said, I want you guys to learn. I don't want you guys to just come here and just try and take the trade as me. No, you got to learn. So, let's go over what we were. We will be looking for an A+ setup tonight, right? If we were to see our A+ setup, what would we want to see? Okay? We're going to go over it right now. A lot of yeses. All right, cool. Awesome. All right, let's go over it. So, here we go. Nope. Is it on here? Oh, here. Okay. This is what we look for in an A. Here we go. Maybe ChartFanatics make a clip of this. You know what? No, they've already made a clip of this specific entry model. Let's go for a different one. Okay. Let's go for a real good one. Here. Nope, we want to do. I want to give you guys the. All right. Nope. Nope. Give me a sec. I want to give you guys like a short and a long. Here we go. All right. Ready. Here we go. Now, this is what I look for in an A+ short position. Right? A+. A+. Ready? Here we go. So, what we see here. We're inside. Okay, let's go. Let's start from the beginning. We come to the market. Right now, there's no trade. So don't worry about what's going on right now, right? Right now, there's no trade. Right now, there's no trade on gold. We're waiting to see if there's a potential setup. Right now, it's kind of just up and down, up and down. Very choppy price action, not the best. So let's go over what we're looking for. We come to the charts from 8 o'clock to 10 p.m., right? 8 to 10 p.m., that's our window. We get a 2-hour window of time. 2-hour window of time to take a trade, right? What do we want to see? Ready? Inside of our kill zone, we sweep a high. Internal 15-minute high. We then look at this strong rejection wick. Look at this wick and how this candle closed. It closed doji, right? As you guys know, what are my favorite candles? Doji candles, right? We sweep the high, immediately close back into the range, right? We're back in the range. So we sweep this internal high, close back into the range, and what happens? Price doesn't mess around. Immediately the candle after, we invert the fair value gap. This left the top wick. We swept it. Immediately left the fair value gap after we swept the high, the 15-minute internal high. So we sweep. Let me get the arrow here. Arrow here, right? Sweep this high, close below. This left the top wick. We left behind a fair value gap. The candle right after we sweep the high disrespected the fair value gap. Right after it. Why? It tells you, okay, I'm sweeping this high, and now I'm ready to go lower. Why? How are you ready to go lower? How would you know? You don't guess. You let price show its hand. How is price showing its hand? It's inverting a fair value gap. It's telling buyers this. It's going like this. Here, buyers, it's not happening. your time is up, pal. Okay? You invert. Where's your entry? As soon as you invert the fair value gap, you're short. Your stops are above the fair value gap. Leave a little bit of room for a wick in case you come and retest. And you let it. And what did this trade run to? Oh my! Oh wow! Oh wow! Look at that. 1 to 15. Because you're catching the manipulation of the new daily candle. The new daily candle opens here, right? This is the manipulation. This is the wick of the new daily candle. You quite literally top wicked the new daily candle. This is the top wick daily candle model, okay? This is what I call it. It's a top wick daily candle. You essentially caught the manipulation of the new daily candle. New daily candle opens at 16, right? The new daily candle opens here, 16, right? Boom. There you go. No. Wait. No, that's 4 o'clock. It opens at 18. Oops. 18. There you go. Okay. It opens at 18. Boom. Opens at 18. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I said that. It opened. New daily candle, right? Opens at 18. You get the manipulation. This is the wick of the new daily candle. And then you caught the entire expansion of the daily candle. Boom. Yes. Markel, this happens during the Asian session kill zone. You have to do this. Only works in Asian session kill zone. You're catching the manipulation of the daily candle. This is the new daily candle. 18. So a new daily candle opens, right? What does a new daily candle do? Creates an open, high, low, and close. So essentially what you're doing is now you're on the 15-minute time frame, right? And you're going inside the daily candle like this. And now what's happening is this is the wick. This is the top wick of the daily candle, right? You quite literally were like, all right, you caught the top wick. Here, this is it. This is it. This is the daily candle. Here. And then it drives lower for the remainder of the session. You caught the entire candle, bro. Congratulations. You top wick the daily candle. That's how it's done. Like a true champion. Do you want to see a long position? Here's a long position. Ready? Here's a long position. Let's show you. This was the next day. This was the, look, this is, you get back-to-back bangers, bro. Watch. 1 to 10 this day, and then 1 to 15. That's 25R in 2 days. 25R in 2 days. This is a buy. This is a long. Ready? CRT. Ready? Watch. This is the new daily candle. 18. Right? Boom. New daily candle. This is the wick. Ready? Here you go. You're distributing down. Session opens. What do? We sweep the low. This is a long setup. We sweep the low, right? Close back in the range. Leave behind a fair value gap, right? We invert the fair value gap here, right? Typically, I would like to see it happen on the first candle after, but I will still take this trade as long as it's inside the kill zone, right? My stops are below the fair value gap. Why? It should not come and trade back below it. It invalidated it. Oh, would you look at that? I caught the entire daily candle again. Oh, 1 to 10, and then the next day 1 to 15. That's 25R in 2 days. You're welcome. Do the plays happen every single day? No. Do the trades happen every single day? No. You're catching astronomical RR. Let's be a realist here, guys. Okay, let's talk about a girl, right? Let's compare the charts to a chick again. If you got a chick, right? And she's smoking hot. She's got everything you want, right? Chances are her personality is gonna suck. And that's the takeoff, right? If you're with a little bit more of a chubbier chick, right? And and you know what? If you like that, good for you. But maybe she's not the best looking girl, but her personality makes up for it. It's the same thing with the charts. If you want higher RR and higher win rate, you ain't gonna be trading as much. You're taking the chubby chick. If you want to take more trades and you want a lower RR, you could get the hot chick, but there's some downside to it. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? It's like a chick. You're not gonna get it all, dude. It's like you just gotta figure out what you can deal with, right? Can you deal with her not looking as good? Or would you rather she be smoking hot and a little bit of a, a chick that's hard to deal with, let's just say. Does that make sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down, chat? Okay, there you go. It's the same thing as trading. You don't get it all. It's like when you're going to buy a house. It's like, oh, I live in a great area, right? But you don't have a pool. You got to decide what you care about. What do you care about? You care about the pool? You care about the school zone? What do you care about? Decide. I'm talking about Gertrude. Guys, it all comes back down to Gertrude at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it all comes back down to Mildred, Gertrude, and Stephanie. We could talk about it all day. It all comes back down to Mildred, Gertrude, and Stephanie. Right? That's all that matters in life. Stephanie. All right, guys, this is just doing nothing, man. God, this is painful to watch. It's painful. It's literally painful. Price is doing nothing. Do something. Papa Gene just texted me. Hold on. What's Papa Gene texting me now? Hold on. Let's see what he's saying. Oh, yeah, you're sick. Yeah, you guys are insane. All right. So while we wait here for price to do, okay, absolutely. Now we could, okay. Let's see here. Let's get rid of all this. We could have something here. Hold on. We're inside here. This 15-minute fair value gap. Papa Gene? Who's saying Papa Gene? You can't find a girl who gyms, tans, and does laundry. Sometimes you only get the laundry. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. Papa Gene just texted me, actually, guys. Let me see.
Papa Gene coming to you almost live from North Italia in Miami. Coming to you almost live from North Italia in Miami.
Papa Gene's at North Italia in Miami right now. Look at this. Papa Gene live and direct. There he is. He's at North Italia. He's at North Italia, and he had a great time. Oh. You hear him? The guy's psycho, dude. The man is a legitimate psychopath. Hey, let me see you guys. You guys are crazy. Papa Gene is my quant. Papa Gene is goated. Let me explain how it's like a dude. Nicole, explain it like a dude. I would love to hear that. Nicole. That is one handsome guy, Papa Gene. Guys, I'm liking this candle here. I'm liking this candle. Let's just keep an eye out. I like this candle. I really want it to close with a nice toppy wiki. Where you get your teeth done? I got them done here in Miami. In Coral Gables. I got them done here in Coral Gables. Yeah. I paid a pretty penny for these teeth, man. No, Gary, he loves this stuff. He loves it. He's literally obsessed with it. He loves the camera. He loves hanging out with you guys. And it just, he's always, whenever I post a him on Twitter, he goes, what are they saying about me? What are they saying about me? I go, they're only saying good stuff about you. The people love you, Papa Gene. Of course I'm looking for shorts. I like how this candle is currently printing right now. In this moment in time. I do like this. But just being patient. Just being patient. Just being patient. Waiting for my setup. I'm hoping, right? I'm hoping when this candle closes in 5 minutes, we leave a nice top wick. We come sweep these highs, right? Oh, wow. Look at that push. We are inside of this 15-minute fair value gap. Still. I mean, this would be like an ideal... If I could get a nice set... Wow. Look at this push. Holy cow. Tyler, can you draw that FVG? Which one? On this 15 here? Here's his FVG on the 15. That was a big move. Holy cow. Wow. What a candle. Jeez. We're going to do the Ducky races. In about 20 minutes, we're going to get the contestants here ready for the Ducky race. But let's see. I like how this candle's printing. We are rejecting the 50% of this fair value gap. In a perfect world, right? We would get a sweep of this high now, right? We'd close below and then we'd invert. That would be like A+. So we just got to wait. We got to wait. Is the 4-hour FVG invalid to me now? You talking about this one? This you're not... I'm not playing this. I'm playing this. We're inside of a 4-hour fair value gap, right? That we closed below. We're inside of a 15-minute fair value gap. We can't close above the 50% of this fair value gap. We're now rejecting it. This looked like it could have just been a draw on these highs. I would like to see a candle come up, sweep this high, leave behind a fair value gap, and then invert. And then we could drive lower. That's where my mind is right now. That's where my mind is right now. Good morning, bro. Good morning. So, we're just waiting. We're literally just sitting here waiting for a trade opportunity, hoping that we can get something good. And I know it's like, oh, Tyler never takes a trade. Tyler never takes a trade. It's just I trade drastically different than most of the streamers. So you guys gotta remember that. Is that if I don't take a trade and I preserve capital, that's a win for me personally. It really is. Avoiding a loss and avoiding a bad trade or avoiding a choppy trade, it's green for me. I count that as green. If I come to the market and I don't take a trade and I don't let my emotions get the best of me and I solely execute my system, and even if that means not taking a trade, that's a win, man. It's a win. And you got to get in the mindset of that. Don't let anybody tell you if you didn't take a trade today that, you didn't take a trade today? Oh, tell them you don't know what you're talking about, dude. You have no clue, no idea what you're even saying. Just because I didn't take a trade today doesn't make me a bad trader. It doesn't make me have no edge. I simply wait for my setup to come. If it's not there, I'd rather not trade. Yo, Mr. Wonder, it's all good, brother. Do you use the daily bias for this model or simply use the candle pattern? T-Bone, I will look at the daily time frame to just give myself an overall picture of what's going on. But typically I will just need this setup on the 15. If it aligns obviously with the 4-hour and the daily, yes, it's much better. See, look at that. Look at that wick. Big wick rejection there. Big wick. Hold on. I need to have my phone near me. Okay. Look at that wick. Wow. Nice inversion there, too. Big inversion on the 1. But let's just keep waiting. Papa Gene's still texting me, man. Guy's an animal. What is he saying now? Guy's crazy, dude. Alright. So. Oh. Wow. Crazy rejection off that fair value gap. See how you got that false move going higher? Crazy move. Wow. Beautiful rejection there off that 15. Beautiful. Look, swept these highs, kind of just drew buyers in here. Really nice, strong rejection there. Wow. That was a beautiful candle. I was really hoping for it to leave behind a fair value gap. I really want to see this push lower now. That was a strong candle, man. Very strong. Yo, yo, what's good, Roa? No, we want to see, Mr. Wonder, we want to see something happen internally here. But this was a beautiful candle, dude. This rejection off this 15-minute fair value gap. I mean, this was nice. That was sick. That was strong, man. That totally drew buyers in. Took all these stops here. Rejected this 50%. That was a nice candle. It's just there's no play right now. I wish there was an entry model with that. There's no entry model. So it's like I would just be guessing. You know what I mean? There's no entry model to go along with it. Oh, it's because here you go, brother. Sorry, I had the there's that internal. Oh, we had two internals. Yeah, we had one here. Look at it dive now. Yeah, it's gonna melt now, bro. Prop Firm Trader is an all-in-one cohesive platform where you can go and compare and contrast prop firms, look for the best deals, decide they have reviews. You can go and check which prop firm suits your needs as a trader. So essentially just an all-in-one cohesive platform for you to go and look and compare and contrast prop firms. Go check it out, bro. How many years of data do you have on this setup? 3 years. I'm closing in on my 3rd year of data. And yeah, very low stress setup, and I love it. So we're just chilling. We're gonna run the we're gonna get the contestants ready for the giveaway in about 13 minutes here. But as far as this has just been a horrible Asia session today, guys. I'm so sorry. It's just been chop. It's been a chop fest. Unfortunately, I would have liked to get an entry tonight, but it's not looking ripe. And it's okay. I'm okay with that, you know? I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing things. Oftentimes if I were to rush, I would make more mistakes. I would take trades outside my edge. And I know myself as a trader, when I just sit here and I wait and I let the market come to me, I thrive. I do a lot better. My results are outstanding. And oftentimes I make more money than most of the traders who are trading every single day because my winners make up for it. Like when I have my big trades, I have huge trades, huge. And that's kind of what my edge is in the market. I catch bigger trades. I'm not a smaller scalper. My edge is catching bigger trades. So if that's something that aligns with you as a trader, then the way I trade and the way you trade would align great. And I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's fine. And even if you guys just tune in to just hang out with me and just talk and maybe grab some knowledge and try and adapt it to maybe a lower time frame model, then yeah, I appreciate every single one of you that are in here every day, every night, and I'm going to continue to jump on the streams and hopefully, when we do catch our trade, it's going to be a big one, guys, and it'll be a big celebration, but we just got to focus on our edge. We got to focus on our plan and let the trades come to us. We can't rush this. I wish I could control the market, but I can't. I just got to sit here and be patient. I've been backtesting it, and the second half of 2024 was not so good. The market was consolidating. I don't know if you saw it too. In 2024 was pretty good for me. So, yeah, we trade different, but I love hanging out. I appreciate that, Nicole. Papa Jean's out to dinner. Kuda, you got to send me in the Discord. Kuda, in the Discord, drop some of your setups, and I want to make sure if you're taking the right plays or not. Kuda. So for everyone here that's newer, we have a Discord, and I'll be in the Discord tonight, right? And I'll be active there every single day. So when I'm not on the streams, I'll be active in the Discord. We could talk. We could go through setups. We can go through your back testing, my back testing, compare and contrast. So if anybody else was back testing, so Kuda, drop some of your back testing data and your trade setups, and I will review them to make sure that you're doing everything correctly and you're in the right kill zone and you're doing everything right. And then we can go and navigate from there. So just drop some of that in the Discord and we can go through that together. Thank you, bro. Yeah, waiting is key, bro. Love your style, bro. Yo, I appreciate you, my brother. Oh, that's DBT. That's the homie. I'm experimenting this on ES with 10-minute, 1 hour, and daily for intraday. Okay, sure, bro. Yeah, Discord's right in the chat, guys. Can you schedule a live for a backtest session? I think that would be a pretty good idea. I think that would be cool. Would you guys want to see a backtesting session? Is that boring, though? Is that boring to watch? Is that a boring thing to do, guys? Let me know. Would you guys want to see that? A backtesting session? You don't want to see that? Oh, you want it? Backtest is a good idea. Okay. Okay. So even if we don't do it on if we don't do it on ChartFanatics, we could do it on my channel. We could do it on my channel. TG, where's the backtest with Zella Sesh? You and the keys having meatball and gabagool instead of posting on your channel? Yo, Johnny, dude, I was on. Yo, give me a break, bro. I was on vacation. Give me a break here. All right, yeah, we could do a backtesting session. I didn't know you guys wanted that. All right, I can make that happen. I can make that happen, chat. A live webinar. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. I like that idea. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Look, bro, please tell me if other sessions like Asia could also print the 30-minute trident. Bro, so the 30-minute trident pattern is only during London session. Watch that video on ChartFanatics, guys, if you haven't watched it. Watch my video on ChartFanatics. That setup, I have everything in it's very, very detailed. Everything that you want and need to know is in that video for the trident pattern. For European pairs like GJ, listen, Al Aura, I did not test GJ. I had really great results with UJ. And if you know, GJ and UJ, they move fairly similar. Or maybe you can do it like during these streams whilst we are waiting for our setup. So we will be checking. Download it and watch it 10 times. I'll be checking our gold after every 15 minutes so we can go back to backtesting. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. I'm down for that. So maybe tomorrow, if it's a rather boring day, we could go through like a little backtesting sesh. How many models do you usually trade with? Do you still use all those indicators for the trident pattern to this day? I only used a few. I used the EMAs, and so the only indicators that you really, really need, you definitely need the EMAs, 100%. That strategy is built off of the EMAs, and it's built off of fair value gaps. So you just need EMAs and to be able to analyze fair value gaps inside of a time window, and that's all you need. You don't need anything else. So currently I'm trading 2 models. That's it. When I see anonymous. TG, what's your Discord? I'm trying to be part of the community. Yo, brother, Discord is right up at the top here. Yo, mods, can you drop the link to the Discord one more time? We're going to drop the link right now to the Discord. It should be in there. It should be in there right now. To drop the Discord link. And if you're watching, or anyone, drop the Discord link for the boys one last time. They'll drop it in there for you. And yo, go be active in the Discord. I'm on there all night. I'll write in there right now. There you go. Discord's right there. I just wrote, Cavs are here. The Cavs are here. Cavs are here in the Discord. Yeah, guys, come join. We'll hang out. We'll chill. Yeah, it'll be freaking fun. All right, nice. Yeah, I want to see all you guys in there. We can talk. If we can get a nice fair value... Hold on, guys. Hold on here. If we can get something here now, right? Well, we can get a fair value gap. And if we could test... Right? If we could do something like this... Let me show you a different setup here. If we could do something along the lines of this... Is what I would want to see. Hold on. For a short. I would want to see... I'm going to give you another example. Give me one sec. What was this? Oh. Where'd my sessions go? There you go. I would want to see something along the lines of this. Where is it? To stop out. It's another big win. There's another win. Another win. There's a lot of wins here, guys. A lot. I want to show you. Where did that play go? See, this was like from June 25th. This was like multiple weeks where I didn't get a setup. You know, it just depends, man. It's like sometimes I'm chilling, dude, and I got to trade a different model. That's why I have multiple plays. Like, a quarterback has multiple plays in his playbook. I don't just trade and solely rely off of one model. When one is a little bit slower, I have another one to pick up for it. You know? Oh, look who's here. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Wow. Well, Marco, I'm surprised it's not past your bedtime, pal. Shouldn't somebody be tucking you in? Listen, I hate for you to get sick again and have to call out of work. You know? I really hate to see that because, you know, Papa Riz is upset. You can't be calling out of work anymore, dude. You have no more off days. You're out of it, okay? I'm gonna have to report you to HR. You're taking advantage of your sick days. And you know what? You're out. So I think you should probably go get some rest now because God knows you're probably going to be running at 4 o'clock in the morning with your shirt off, wearing your funky Elmo shoes. And you know what? It's getting late, pal. It's getting freaking late. Okay, Al Aura, hit me up on Twitter in the DMs. All right, guys, let's run. So, tonight, the plan is, since Marco took all of my freaking, you could thank Marco for this in advance. Since Marco did all of my giveaways, today, we're going to do 3 Apex accounts tonight. And you could thank Marco for that, for ruining the duck races for everybody. So, in advance, go and spam Marco's social media and say, you ruined the Ducky race because it's all his fault. So now we only do 3 races tonight. And you know what? It's all thanks to Marco for that. So thanks, pal. Nobody cares about your spinning wheel. They care about the guy doing the damn duck races. Do you have the hat, bud? You don't. So enough with the giveaways. Papa does the giveaways. I do it. Okay? So stay in your lane, pal. And that's it. All right? Okay? Thanks. All right, Ant. Guys, we're gonna get the Ducky races almost. We're gonna get the contestants here. Now, the word, and you only type it 1 time. If you type it 2 times, the bot will disqualify you. Am I making myself clear? If you type it more than once, the bot will disqualify you. Okay? Are you hearing me? If you type it more than once, the bot will disqualify you. I said it 3 times. Now, what you're going to type is !duck in the chat right now, and we will run the Ducky race. !duck in the chat right now, please. Thank you. !duck in the chat right now. 1 time. If you do it 2 times, you will be eliminated. You will be liquidated. There you go. !duck in the chat. For the Ducky race. I like this. Give me this gap here, kid. Guys, I'm really liking this right now. Inside this 15-minute fair value gap, right? We swept these highs. This 50% got invalidated. We're creating a fair value gap here. We might get a potential trade set up after. And then, guys, if we don't get this on stream right away, I'll call it out in the Discord. That's what's great about having the Discord now, right? If we don't get this right away, excuse me. If we don't get this right away, if we get this fair value gap to print during our session, right? If this 15-minute candle closes, I may call this play out a little bit later, right? So if you're active in the Discord, I'll call the play out later tonight. I'll still be up. So if we do not get it while we are still on stream, do not fear, my friends. If you are in the Discord, I'll call it out there. Is everyone cool with that? So just please make sure you're part of the Discord. It's free. I'll be in there. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch is in there. Papa Riz is in there. All you know, Mikey Levels is in there. That's the homie. And yeah, so I will call the trade out later if we don't get it right away while we're on stream before 10 o'clock. Is everyone cool with that? So please join the Discord. I would love to see you in there. Awesome. Because I'll be up. I'll be monitoring the charts, but I'm not going to stay on the stream for that long. So, if we do get the entry, we'll call it out there in the Discord. Now, we'll run the Ducky race. I want to see how this candle closes. We'll run the Ducky races in a little bit. Because we're only doing 3 races tonight. So, how about we do... Would you guys want to do 3 longer races? Yeah. Can I... That's actually a good idea. Let me get my brush out here. I kind of want to see this. We could... Hold on. Let me go back. I kind of want to see... This closes a fair value gap. We like mess around. Come up here into the 50%. And then we drive and we get our move lower. Then we get our move down. Right? We have all these equal lows down here. Right? Let's go to the 4-hour. Right? Equilibrium on the daily would be here. And you kind of target this 50% of this fair value gap. I mean, it's a huge move. But look, you have this draw on liquidity here. This could be your first draw. These 2 relative equal lows right here. Boom. These 2 resting equal lows. Right here. That's a strong draw on liquidity right here. You have this low here. It's probably going to take. Big wick here. But we just got to see how it plays out. We just got to be patient. We got to wait for a model. How do I get rid of this? There you go. All right, now we wait. Get the magnet out. Okay. Well, this is where we want to go. But first, we want to go here. I want to see this close. And then... I want... Oh, no, it's running. Please wait for me. I want to see us test this fair value gap. So I wouldn't take it off this. What it would have to do here is... What we would look for, guys, is... With this play... we would want to see a trident pattern. So we'd want to see like a swing high form inside of this fair value gap. Let me show you. Why can't I find that setup that I wanted to show you guys? I remember I had it. It was a huge, huge short. Is this it? This might be it. Oh. Oh. Here it is. Here it is. This is what we want to see. This is what we would want to see. We would want to see a trident pattern form after this fair value gap. You see how we're below the 50 EMA? We're below the 50 EMA. We'd want to see this trident pattern form here. After the trident pattern forms, we'd set a limit order. This could happen outside of the session. That's why I said, if this happens outside the session, I'll call it out in the Discord, right? And this ran astronomical as well, right? 1 to 11. This is kind of what I could potentially see setting up right now, right? Remember this play right here, right? Look at where we are. This fair value gap is printed. I'm waiting for this fair value gap to print right now. Look, I'm just going off past data. I'm waiting for this fair value gap to be printing, which it's going to close in about 9 minutes, right? Then what do I want to see? I want to see us create a swing high inside of the fair value gap. So the trident pattern. And then I would be willing to look for shorts. That's what I'm looking for. Is everyone picking up what I'm putting down? What's the data on that setup? It's very good. It doesn't happen as frequently, so that's 2 of the setup. So I have like 2 of the setups. That's 1, but it has to be starting. It has to be below the 50 moving average. I haven't shared that one just yet. I haven't shared that one because I don't want to overload you guys with information. So I'm giving you guys 1 setup at a time, and then I'll introduce some more that I have in my playbook. Okay? So I don't want to overload you guys with just too much information at one time. If that's all right. And trust me, I'm an open book. I tell you everything. I tell you everything. I just don't want to overload you. It's a lot of information at once, and things can get confused and confuzzled, and then you're all like, you know, it's a mess. It's a mess. So let's just stick with the basics for now, and then we'll get there. Let's see how we look. I mean, this is beautiful, man. I really want to see it. A swing high is okay. A swing is essentially this, right? It's a 3 candle pattern. So between this candle here, right? Between this candle here, 1, 2, 3. This wick is the highest point between this candle and this candle. That's a swing high. A swing low would be this wick low is the lowest point between this candle and this candle. That's a swing low. So this is a swing low here. You take a wick or a body, right? Typically, it'll be a wick, and it'll be the lowest point between the 2 candles beside it. So this candle to the left of it and this candle to the right of it, this is the swing low between this candle and this candle. Do you guys understand that? Okay, so I was telling Riz and everyone, I want them to make a section, 1 for me and then 1 for Marco, so Marco could post his setups, because I know a lot of people follow Marky and specifically how he trades, and then we could have the general chat just for like regular talking, and then I want to have 1 for Marky for his setups and then some for my setups. So that's the goal. No, not at the tap. I told you I need to see a 3 candle pattern after this fair value gap gets. This fair value gap, we still have 6 minutes. This candle could drive right up, and this may not even be a fair value gap. We have to wait. But just test it during Asia session. This is all you need, guys. I know you're like, oh, but the time window is so small. I promise you, this is all you need. You don't need more than this. You don't need more. You come at this time and you just fucking wait, man. So what? You go a week without a trade. So what? So what? Would you rather blow an account? That's what I don't get. It's like, oh, I'd rather trade and nuke my accounts than just not trade at all. Guys, the statistics are against you. The more you trade and the more you're involved in the market, the bigger the chance you have of fucking something up. You guys got to know that. This game is rigged against you, bro. You're meant to lose. You're going to lose. You're going to lose. So why would you want to be involved more often? You don't. You want to be in the market as least amount as possible. You have to make sure your edge is there. You have to. If you don't, you're going to lose a lot. And you're going to lose over and over again. You're going to take consistent beatings until you learn to just sit there and wait. I promise you, just you gotta chill. I know you hate to hear this shit. I know I was the same way. I hated to hear this. I'm like, yo, I want to trade every day. Fuck this. But no, it's literally the complete opposite. I know it's rough, man. Not trading every day. I know it is. Believe me, it sucks. But this is what's gonna make you a profitable trader. You have to wait, man. You have to be able to sit here and not trade. The more time that you're in these markets, the more chance that you're gonna overstimulate your emotions. You're gonna make a ton of mistakes. You're gonna take bad trades. You're gonna over risk. You're gonna over leverage, and the next thing you know, your account's gone. And it's like, oh my god, I shouldn't have traded. How many times have you been in the market? You're like, yo, if I just didn't trade today, if I just didn't trade, have you ever been upset about not taking? How many times have you not been? Many times have you been upset about not taking a trade? Oftentimes you're like, oh my god, thank God I didn't trade today. Right? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. How many times have you been in and you're like, yo, I'm so glad I sat out today? Right? You're never going to be upset at yourself from not taking a trade. More times than not, you're going to be upset for taking a dumb fucking trade. For doing something stupid. For being like, oh my god, why did I do that? How many times have you been there and you're like, yo, why in the actual hell did I just do that? I couldn't even... And it's like, it's not even your system. You have no explanation to what you just did. And you're like, what even is going on? And then now you're in emotional turmoil. You're like, all right, now I'm like, all right, fuck this. I got to get it back. And then next thing you know, it's like, dude, you don't know how many streamers I've known who just want to get a $50 flip day for their Apex accounts and they end up blowing their accounts. They end up blowing. It's like, I needed a $50 flip day, right? To get your payout. And they end up nuking their accounts. That's bad, man. That's bad. How many people have you known personally that you've seen stream, right? And they're like, oh, I just need a $100 day, or I need a $50 flip day. And they burn the account. They burn it. They literally burn it to the ground. I've seen it time and time again. I've seen it time and time again, man. Yes, I'll show. Guys, let's run the Ducky race, because it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm like, I'm going on a tangent here. I get more upset taking the second trade. Yeah, of course. I just try to be completely open and transparent with you guys, and just tell you it like it is. I'm not here to sugarcoat shit for you. I'm not going to tell you things that you want to hear, right? This is an extremely hard thing to do. Only the strong survive in this industry. 1% of these people will make it. You have to separate yourself from the people who do dumb shit. You got to. You got to separate yourself from the pack. You have to be different. You cannot follow the crowd. Whatever the crowd is doing, literally go and do the opposite. That's what I did. Only 1% of this industry is ever going to make it. So you think that it's smart to go and copy a live streamer? No. Literally no. I'm not even telling you guys to copy me. Don't copy me, because how I trade and how I perceive the markets may not be the same for you. I always tell you, go and back test yourself. Take my teachings and the things that I teach you and go build your own edge around it. This industry is skewed, man. It's meant to mess your mind up. It's meant to present to you false realities. It presents and it glamorizes things that in all reality are not evidently true, right? You see all these people getting these payouts on Twitter, right? Okay. Now, how many of them are showing you how much they're spending on evals? How many? How many of them are showing you how much they're spending? So in all reality, they may be getting payouts, right? How much money have they spent? It ain't all sunshine and rainbows, dude. Remember that. In life, right? Majority of the things in life is a lie. right? Majority of the things that people tell you is a lie. People try to deceive you. People try to take advantage of you. I am not one of them. Why? I'm a man of God. I have a bigger purpose. I don't give a shit about just making money in the markets. I would never take advantage of another human being in my life. It's not in my DNA. It's not in me. My parents didn't raise me like that. I wouldn't want God to see me like that. I would never do that to anybody, right? And I know it's hard because a lot of people do that in the industry. They're trying to take advantage of you. They're trying to glamorize things, you know? And it's just, I will never do that. And you have my word. You have my word that I will never do that to you guys. I promise. Because I was just like you. And I went down the same path, and I knew that everyone was fucking lying to me. All the time. All the time. I knew that half the stuff wasn't true. So I owe it to you guys to be a real, authentic person in this space and give you real value. And I promise to do that. Anyway, let's run the giveaway. Love you guys. Anyway, let's run the giveaway. Anyway, let me get my hat on. Just remember, guys, everything's a goddamn lie. Nobody's telling you the truth, except for me and Marky. Nobody's telling you the truth except for me and Marky. And this, guys, how could you not trust a guy in a duck hat? How could you not? You gonna think I'm gonna lie to you in a duck hat? There's just no way. How could I personally lie to you in a duck hat? I can't. Don't make me start calling out names. Oh, dude, I got a lot of names. I'm not gonna do it here, but maybe I'll do it in the Discord. Oh, you know what? I'll definitely do it in the Discord because I don't care. That's if Riz doesn't ban me. But it's okay. He won't. I love Marky. Me and Marky provide real value, no bullshit. Real stuff. Right? Real. Okay, let's run the giveaway now. Oh, look at it go. No! Alright. Let me get Ducky raised up. Ant, did you send me the, Hold on. Guys, like I said, if I get this trade after hours, I will send it in the chat. Did Ant send me the... Oh, there he is. Yep, he did. He did. Oh, he's so quick. Alright, guys, I got all the entries for today. Here we go. Copy. Alright, so we got 3 giveaways today. We will run 1-minute Ducky races. Edit list. Let me change this. Boom. Are we ready? Guys, are we ready? Guys, tell me this isn't the best part of the night. This is the best part of the night right here. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Okay, first race, we're giving away 3 Apex Trader funding accounts of your choosing. 6, count them, 6 months. TradeZilla. I don't know. Guys, we're not doing that. We're not doing TradeZilla today, but I do like saying that because it's funny. All right, here we go. Here we go. Are we ready? On your box. Get set. Go. Here we got Danlin Hansen. Danlin Hansen on the right-hand side. But we have construction, life construction in the middle. 2 times coming up on the right-hand side with the weird duck, with the polka dot. Oh, but here comes chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A with Chick-fil-A sauce coming on the left-hand side. Looking strong, looking healthy. Here comes Tony Chan in the middle. Tony Chan in the middle, but here comes 2 times. 2 times, life of construction maintaining a strong lead. Chicken sandwich on the left-hand side. Dunking in that Chick-fil-A sauce. The chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich looking good, looking strong. But you know, it always comes down to the last 10 seconds here, folks. Last 10 seconds is what matters. Chicken sandwich still maintaining a strong lead. He has life of construction falling shortly behind. 2 times, falling shortly behind as well. But here comes, Tranteo. Oh, Bradley. Oh, there's Brad, but there goes chicken sandwich falling behind. Here's Princey boy, the king of the castle. But here's T-Bone. But here, T-Bone jogs. It's always the strawberry head. Jogs. I'm telling you guys, it's always the duck with the strawberry head. What do you got in that strawberry? Hey, Jogs, are you there? What do you got going on in that strawberry, pal? Jogs, what do you got going on in that strawberry? Jogs, are you here? Jogs, are you here? Are you jogging? Marky's jogging. Jogs, are you here? Jogs? Jogs? Joggy boy? Oh, there he is. I see him. Jogs, Jogs, I feel like you're new here. I haven't seen your name before, but I do have to ask you a question. For the DRFF purposes, because we maintain a strict criteria here at the DRFF, would you be willing... No, it's not even would you be willing. In order to receive your said Apex Trader funding account of your choosing, you need to submit to a full drug panel, right? Urine analysis, blood panel, and colorectal exam by the one and only Riz himself. So we maintain a strict criteria here. We want no performance-enhancing drugs, no caffeine of any kind, and you must be strictly natural. And judging by the speed that you've done today, I'm gonna have to take a second look at you, pal. So are you open to that? All right, Jogs. Well, listen. Yeah, I wish you nothing but the best, pal. But listen. We have to maintain strict integrity here. All right, let's do another one. Colorectal exam. All right, here we go. Race number 2. We got 2 more races for Apex Trader funding account of your choosing. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Here we go. We got James Pond. James Pond on the left-hand side, looking strong, but here comes Dallin Hansen. Dallin Hansen on the right-hand side, and Daryl Thompson making a strong lead, but here comes Anthony Martinez in the middle. WD 40, but Daryl Thompson running away with it. Trader Sins, also the cousin of Johnny Sins. WD making a strong head turn here. Anthony Martinez still up, but here comes Eli. Eli maintaining a strong lead, but Nicholas Dia, the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria looking strong, but here comes Scratch of Millionaires. Scratch of Millionaires just came from Elon from the spaceship. He just came from SpaceX, but he's falling shortly behind because he is tired. Nicholas, the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria maintaining a strong lead, but here comes Johnny Boy. John in the back. Nicholas Santa Maria falling slowly behind. John maintaining a strong lead. Who's coming up in the middle here? John Doug, Johnny Doug, John Doug, John Dougie, Dougie Doug, Dougie John, Johnny Doug, Johnny Depp, Johnny Doug, Dougie John. Congratulations. Congratulations, Johnny Doug. Johnny, the cousin of Johnny Depp, the cousin of Dougie John. Johnny Doug, are you there, pal? Johnny Doug, are you there, pal? Johnny Doug, are you there, pal? Show me a sign of life, Johnny Doug. Let me know that you're there, alive and well, breathing. You gotta give me something here, or we will forfeit your prize and run another Ducky race, Johnny Doug. Johnny Doug! There you are, bud. How the hell are you, Johnny Doug? Johnny Doug, that was an exceptional performance here, Johnny Doug, and I just want to let you know that I already know that your duck is unlike other ducks. The pep in that step, Johnny Doug, the pep in that duck step was unlike anything that I've ever seen before in this lifetime, Johnny Doug. And I salute to you, brother. Congratulations. Wear your Apex Trader funding account with pride. Any account size of your choosing, of course. And please, treat the account well, young whippersnapper. Congratulations, Dougie Doug. Dougie Doug Fresh, also known as Johnny Doug, also cousin of Johnny Depp. Congratulations, John. Okay, let's one last race. One last race. We only have one more. Do you want to know why? Because Marco stole all my giveaways for tonight. So, thank you, Marky, for ruining the freaking duck race. One more. Here we go. One more Apex Trader funding account of your choosing. Ready, set, go. Up, here's Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy up in the front again. Here's Autistic Expression 777. Autistic Expression 777 looking strong on the right-hand side. But here comes Superman in the middle. Oh, but Marky the Funky Bunch. He's the dinosaur. He's a little dinosaur. Scratch off millionaires coming back from Elon SpaceX. Elon SpaceX, he's coming up strong, but you know what happens when you start off strong. You know what happens when you start off strong? You fall flat. Here comes Tran. Tran Dale maintaining strong speed on the right-hand side. But here comes Superman in the middle. Superman in the middle using his superpowers. But guess what? Drops the kryptonite. Here comes Khalid Ibn Badhar. Khalid Ibn Badhar maintaining a strong lead in the front, looking at the purple duck. Khalid Ibn Badhar falls behind. Here comes Neo. Neo, the pirate. Who's this? Who's this? Andrew Roth, the clown. But Neo running away with it. Oh, who we got here? We got Jogs again. Here comes Strawberry Head. What did I say? What did I fucking say? Truth 21. What did I say about the No. What did I say about the Strawberry Head? What did I say about Strawberry Head? I'm telling you, something with the Strawberry Head is an instant win. You think I'm making this up? I run duck races for a fucking living. I do this for a living. I don't even trade. I just do duck races. What's the deal with the Strawberry Head? I don't understand it. Why does the Strawberry Head always win? Is anybody else seeing this, or is it just me? Strawberry Head. It's insane. Truth 21. Show me a sign of life, bud. It's always the Strawberry Head. It's 2 Strawberry Heads in a row. We had Marky in there. He was the little T-Rex dinosaur. He almost made it, but he fell shortly behind. His little T-Rex arms couldn't keep up. But Strawberry Head, Truth 21, are you there, bud? Truth 21, are you there, bud? Give me a sign of life. Give me a sign of life, Truth 21. Are you there? Strawberry Head. Bedhead. Truth 21. Strawberry Man. Are you there, Truth? Truth, are you there, bud? Truth. Where are you, Truth? Guys, Truth, you got, you got... Truth. Alright, Truth. Unfortunately, Truth, we are gonna have to run another race without you, bud. Alright, Truth. I'm sorry, bud. Alright, Truth, you have... Alright, Truthy boy. I'm sorry, pal. I'm sorry, you didn't make it in time. Alright, we're running another one. Truth is lying. Truth ain't truthin' tonight. Strawberry Head, we're running another one. We're running another one. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Ready. Set. Go. Here comes Life Construction in the middle. Life Construction in the middle. But here's come TGT_trades. TGT_trades, the white panda. The white panda looking strong. But here comes T-Bone. T-Bone on the right-hand side. But here's Ben. Big Ben. Big Ben from England. Big Ben maintaining a strong lead. Life of Construction, Ben and T-Bone. Neck and neck competition. But here comes Zainab on the right-hand side. But here's George Washington. Daho Currency, George Washington. Habib Murtado. Strawberry. Get the strawberries out of here. Get the strawberries out of here. There's another strawberry. Habib Murtado. Habib Murtado is a strawberry man. He's a strawberry man. He's on a strawberry head. It's Habib Murtado. But here comes... Oh, here's Mikey Mike. Mikey Mike, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rudolph the Red... Oh, here's the unicorn. Marco Trades. Marco Polo. But here comes Manifest. Manifest FX. The dinosaur. The man. The myth. The legend. Manifest FX with his little T-Rex arms. Manifest FX. What a fucking win. Your little T-Rex arms and your little T-Rex suit. How did you... Marky almost won. Marky legit almost won. Yo, Marky almost won. Manifest FX, your little T-Rex arms. You little did it. You did it. You're all legs, bud. You're all legs. You didn't use any of your arms. You're all legs, pal. Manifest, are you there, pal? Are you there? Marky was right there. I literally thought Marco was going to win. I swear to God. I swear to God, I thought Marky had it. Wait, Manifest, are you there, bud? Show me a sign of life. There he is. Manifest. You are the winner today of Apex Trader funding count of your choosing. Congratulations. Woo! The T-Rex arms did it. All right. Guys, I wish I had more accounts to give away, but I just don't. I just don't. Oh, wow, this is dumping. All right. Well, if I did have more accounts to give away, I would, but I just don't. Goldies. Hold on. Gotta do this. Makes me do this every time. Goldie's still dumping. Alright. Guys, so let's do a closing statement here because I am gonna go to bed because I'm tired. I had a long trip back today. And if I do get this entry, I will... guys, make sure you are in the Discord. Please make sure you are in the Discord. And, yeah, I'll talk to every single one of you guys in there right after the stream. I don't mind. We can go over the analysis on the trade if hopefully we can get one. We didn't get the A+ entry that I would have liked, and that's totally fine. You have to understand that this is a game of patience, man. You have to wait. You have to be okay with not taking a trade. And listen, I preserved capital tonight. None of my accounts got touched, and I'm totally fine with that. And yeah, it's not okay. This game isn't a matter of who can make the most money, it's who can keep it. And I am great at keeping the money. Anyone can make money, right? You can get lucky, you can hit a trade, but can you keep it in the long run? No. That's why most traders can't keep a funded account for longer than 30 days, right? So I just want to end with a closing statement with that. Although I did not take a trade tonight, I'm still looking for an active entry because I like this fair value gap. If I get it, I'll take it. If not, it's okay. We come back tomorrow. I appreciate every single one of you guys that come in, and even for the people that are here at like 3 in the morning that are like just tuning in, they want to learn something and hang out. I want you guys personally to all know that I appreciate every single one of you that does tune in. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I would love to talk to you guys in the Discord, get to know you on a more personal level there, because it's hard for me to just answer only so many questions here on the live stream. But I just want each and every one of you to know that I'm committed to this live stream. I'm committed to you guys, to helping you guys, thrive and flourish in your trading careers. And every single one of you means the world to me. And these streams are my life. Like I said, I have the best job in the entire world. Riz blessed me with the opportunity. I love everyone that works at ChartFanatics. You know, the people that do the things behind the scenes that you guys don't see. I'm appreciative for all of them. I'm appreciative for Marky. I love Marky, even though you hear me ripping on him. Marky's my brother. I'm excited to see him when he's going to come in Miami. And yeah, I'm just super blessed to be able to do this. Not a day goes by where I don't wake up and am super grateful. And I'm going to be here tomorrow night, and I'll be here the night after that, and I'll be here every single night, and I'll be here talking to you guys in the Discord, providing real-life value for you. So I will continue to do that. You have my word, and we are a family. We are a team. There's enough money in this market for everybody. And if I could just give you some sort of value in your life, whether it be trading or psychology or anything like that, it means the absolute world to me. And I just wanted to end on that closing statement because it's extremely important for you guys to know that I'm not just doing this just for me. I'm doing this for you, and I miss you. Like, I genuinely missed you guys when I was on my vacation because we're a family, man. We really are. And doing these live streams, it's built like a super close-knit crew of people that come in here every single night, regardless of even if you trade with me or not. Even if you're just coming in here to hang out, I do appreciate you. So just know that that doesn't go unnoticed. I notice every single person that's in here. I try to answer every single question. And I love you guys to death. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll have more giveaways. Hopefully we get a better trade. I will analyze this trade in the Discord if we do get it. I love you guys so much. I dearly, dearly appreciate every single one of you. And until tomorrow, I'm going to be clocking out. I love you guys. I'll see you in the Discord. Yo, go into that Discord right now. It's totally free and it's going to be lit. I love you guys. Later.